r/ask Reddit. What do people take entirely too seriously? When a celebrity gives their opinion about anything. Kids sporting events. Your son is 5. Janet. There's no need to start fights with the coach and other moms. I'm sorry. I thought this was America. The opinions of some intangible person on the internet. If you touch me, I become a tangible person. Themselves. I seriously think the easiest change one can make to be more happy is to not take yourself all that seriously. I came here to say this. I think you've put it very succinctly. My view is that we only have one life, and it can be mercilessly short. So you really have a choice. Spend your limited time on this planet being angry and offended most of the time. Or you can choose just to shrug everything off and look for the best in everything. Which do you honestly think will make you happier? It sounds naive, like one of those cliched inspirational Facebook posts. But really it's true. Try not to get upset by things you can't directly control and have the ability to laugh in the face of adversity. Other people's food preferences. I personally couldn't care less if someone's vegan, or likes pineapple pizza, or whatever. You do you. Social media. I accept a level of irony that I am calling out social media while on a social media platform. But too many people lose their minds in the cyber world and forget the real world is so much better. Just because I have been on Reddit for 6 years doesn't mean I don't have a life. It just means I'm shy and don't know how to talk to the opposite sex. High school prom. People make way too big a deal out of it than they should, and I blame TV and movies. It's a single night of your life. A single, usually underwhelming, high school dance. There were countless other comparatively mundane nights in college that were way more fun or memorable than prom ever was. Yet now we have proposals. You are asking the person to go with you to a dance, not spend the rest of their life with you. 5 years later, you most likely won't give a shit about what happened at prom, and probably won't even talk to the person you went with. My high school advisory teacher sat me down and asked me why I wasn't taking my GF to prom in senior year. He's asking if it's a financial thing, if it's a transportation thing, yada yada. I said prom is stupid, more politely than that, but I have no ducking regrets. Tickets were like $150 too. Duck that noise. One thing that shocks me is the ferocity from people in their late 20s early 30s of how much they hate stuff that is blatantly aimed at kids. Not them. I see all the time how people my age are amazed and shocked that Nickelodeon isn't showing the same cartoons from the mid-90s or that video games today suck. For some kid, Minecraft means as much to them as Super Mario did to you. So just relax. Your childhood games aren't going anywhere. I am older than you and people my age do it too. I have news for you, Karen. She-Ra and Care Bears were not actually cinematic masterpieces. You liked them because you were a child and they were on, which is the same for kids today and whatever they are watching. Let them have their ridiculous shows and music. British royalty. Britons don't give a duck. The news media just sees it as a cheap way to score a few views, so they shove it down everyone's throats. As the biggest Star Wars nerd I know, Star Wars. Sure, the new movies are controversial and Disney is going to milk the franchise raw like a middle school boy discovering his body for the first time. But that doesn't remove the EU lore that we know and love. It's just more content that you can choose to ignore or enjoy. Nobody hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans. Everything. Seriously people, loosen up. Music. You don't have to know the band's member history and their birthdays and medical history to be a fan. That's creepy. Who's to say who is a real fan or a poser? You don't have to like every song. If you like their music, cool. If you only like a few songs, cool. If you only use the chorus of their most popular song as a ringtone, cool. And if you know the band and their members inside and out, creepy but cool. Wedding ceremonies and all events related to the wedding. Not necessarily the act of marrying someone, but the planning and sanity that leads up to one. Fairy tale day that must be perfect at all costs. Dress shopping, bachelor/bachelorette parties, bridal showers, bazaars, cake flavors, catering options, narrowing down guest lists, making a gift registry, finding entertainment, securing banquet rentals, choosing the bridesmaids, the maid of honor, the best man and groomsmen, ceremony location scouting, reception location scouting, hiring a photographer, sending save the dates, sending invitations, taking engagement photos, etc. All for a 50/50 chance you'll end up doing it all over again. Mazel tov. Gender and sexuality. Just don't hurt people and don't mess with kids. And of course animals and other helpless and harmless living things. Past that, IDC who or what you identify with. And it makes no difference. Just be you and let others be who they are. Add animals to the list. Don't mess with kids or animals. Don't hurt anyone. And I'll be completely okay with you. It's not a big deal though. Be you for yourself, not to show off. Fake internet points. The only repost I have a problem with is people that claim to have experienced something that they haven't, or steal art content that people actually have spent time on. Ducking astrology. No, Mars being in retrograde does not do anything, and yes, they have disproved this by studying twins. The cool thing about horoscopes is if you don't like what yours says that day, you can find another one somewhere else that you agree with. Life. We're all gonna die eventually, so have some fun and quit stressing. Everything will suck, then everything will be awesome. Rinse, repeat, grave. 100 years nobody will remember you. Putting pineapple on pizza, preferring not to. Stop telling other people what to like. I am honestly so tired of seeing this debate. Who ducking cares what people put on their pizza? That is the entire point of there being toppings. For people to use the ones they want. Monopoly. It's a board game. Chill out. Sure, you find out that your friends are dongs, but be honest, you knew that deep down anyway. Cursing. They're words that we simply agree on meanings to, but for some reason we feel compelled to keep teaching that you should basically choose to be offended by curse words instead of just treating them like any other normal word. You shouldn't care if I yell out duck in pain when it's not at all directed at you. If we taught children to not be offended by them, lo and behold they'd no longer be offensive. Social media. People get so freaking angry over things that have no material impact on their lives. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.